Welcome back to game 2 of this doubleheader between game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 3 of the series between the Point University Skyhawks and the Columbia International Rams. On your mound today, you have Cameron Seiwer of Tampa, Florida. Alex Marquand behind the plate. Zeb Baird at first base. Jason Dower at second. Slade Mink at third base. Sam Baker at short.
Starting off the inning, number 18, James Lavera.
And Caleb Podger in left. Noah Watkins in center. Jackson Bush in right. And your DH today is Trent Shepard. And leading off is Lovera. Here's the first pitch, and that's a ball outside.
Alrighty. Yeah, ball. Got the sun pretty high here in the Skyhawk Baseball Park Stadium. As you know, my guy Miguel gave you guys a excellent intro here to Game 3 and Game 2 of the day.
There's a foul ball back to the backstop.
2-1 count. Two.
And that ball is fouled off. Lovera coming in as a pinch hitter last game went 0 for 1. And starting this game at right field. There's a pitch, ground ball up the middle. And
the glove
throws
came
the
off.
glove. Be glad it didn't hit the ball, because if it did, that would have been a ground rule triple.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 27, Shane Hammond.
Because in BP, when the ball is really high above us, we can throw our gloves to try and catch it. And coach says don't do that, because if you do it in game, it's a ground rule triple. I said,
Okay.
all right.
Miguel dropping knowledge here for y'all in this final home game
Up
of
now
the year
is Shane
for the baseball
Hammond
team.
as he goes for a bunt,
That is
pops it
bunched
up
up in
right
the
side.
air.
Zeb Baird slides and grabs it, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And
Alrighty.
Lovera will retreat to first base after his single up the middle.
Next up, number 23, Bryant Miller.
Now stepping in Brant Miller. He was used as a pinch runner last game for their catcher. Starting this game. Here's a pitch, ground ball, left side, foul ball.
It's fouled. 0-1.
Cam looks at first. Here's a pitch. And that's in there for
Strike.
strike 2.
0-2 here.
Cam looks at first again. Here's a pitch. And
Swing and a miss.
Swing. Strikeout for number 2.
Now I have number 13 coming up to bat here.
Number 13, Josh Hernandez.
Cam has 40 innings pitched this year with 37 strikeouts, supporting a 5.4 ERA. That is good for 4th on the team. Here's a pitch, ball low. Kim has been a pretty solid starter all year, going at least 4 or 5 innings every time. Here's a pick off to first base. and he'll be back safely. Here's a pitch and a swing and a miss from Hernandez. Cam, the senior from Jacksonville, Florida, originally came from Sandalwood High School, went to Hernando Pasco State.
Strike two.
Junior college in Tampa area, as that's called, strike. The runner takes off at first. Marquand grabs it low, throws, and he is safe at second base.
Called safe.
Good throw, good tag. Just had a good jump at first base to get him. And sorry for my misinformation. It's Pasco Hernando State College in Florida.
Twos across the board here. So we wait the 2-2 pitch from Soward.
Here's a pitch, and ground ball left side will be fouled towards a coaching box. We're on second. 2-2-2 on the board. Again, line drive over
Just
the head of
over
Sam
Baker's.
Baker. And that will play to run
Baker's hand.
as that will be an RBI single for Hernandez. His third RBI of the day as he went 3 for 5 in the game earlier with 2 RBIs.
Next up, number 9, Chase Hadley.
Chase Hadley coming off one of the better performances of the game earlier today. 3 for 5 with a home run and 4 RBIs.
And then he had himself a game.
2 singles. And even including a stolen base in that, he's showing off everything he can right now. Here's a pitch in.
That's
That
a strike.
is in there for strike 1. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Here's a pitch from Cam. There's a line drive right at Sam Baker. Gathers, throws to first, and that will end the inning. The Rams scratch one across, make it 1-0 early. End of the top of the first inning here. Skyhawks up to bat soon. Leading off for the Skyhawks is number 11, Sam Baker, the shortstop. As he takes that for ball. Sam went 1 for 3 last game with a double, an RBI, and a walk. And that's a high ball, too. As Sam picks a bunt, and that is in there for a strike 1. Number 4, Justin Parrish is pitching for the Rams, senior. Having 58 point. Here's a pitch, and calls that a strike 2. Parrish is 58 in the 3rd innings pitched with 55 strikeouts, sporting a 6.48 ERA. Here's a pitch, and throws his bat at it.
Pitcher, 1-3,
and puts it right back to the pitcher. Get the out. First out of the inning.
Next up to bat for your Skyhawks, the left fielder, number 34, Caleb Podger.
Caleb Podger now stepping in after following as he's a line drive, and that'll be just foul.
Foul.
Went 2 for 3 last game with a single and double, with 2 walks and 3 RBIs in the 9-7 loss last game. Here's a pitch from Parrish. And there's a high fly ball left field. Outfielder camped under it, moving in, and he'll make the catch.
And it is out number 2.
Now for your Skyhawks, the catcher, number 13, Alex Marquand.
Here comes the Skyhawk catcher, Alex Marquand. And Parrish is from Tequila, Georgia, of Mill Creek High School. That's taken for a ball. Pretty good high school in terms of playing baseball. You know, they will always be in the state playoffs competing. And here's a pitch from Parrish, and that is ball number 2, low. Here's a pitch, and ball in the dirt, ball 3.
Sorry, I was listening to Deshaun's very entertaining story about his dog.
And that's in there for strike 1. Here's a pitch from Parrish, and there's rollover from Marquand to first base, and Hernandez takes it himself to end the Skyhawk bottom of the first. It is 1-0 Rams. We'll be back after a short break. We're back with that first pitch going in as a strike. Stepping up is Emmanuel Maldonado. He went 2 for 5 last game with a double. Here's a pitch from Cam. And that's in there for a strike. Number 2. And that curveball is left a little bit high, ball 1.
1-2. That is fouled off to the left there. Count will remain the same.
It'll be 1-2 count here to Maldonado. Here's a pitch. And a breaking ball fouled off over the Skyhawk dugout, and we'll do it again. Another foul ball here from Maldonado. Here's a pitch from Cam. That gets inside and hits Maldonado in the wrist as he's awarded first base.
Now up to bat, number 10, Jennings Green.
As that brings up Jennings Green. Green, the pinch hitter. Coming in as a pinch hitter. Last game went 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And his 2 at-bats yesterday earned a spot in this game as he sets up to bunt early. And he bunts it, and it goes foul for strike 1. Cam looks in as Green is kicking the dirt in the box, getting set. And that's in there for strike 2. Cam comes set, looks at first. Leg lift delivery. And a high fly ball center field.
Towards center field.
And Watkins goes to his left to grab it.
Caught with an ease out there.
Number 1.
Next up to bat, number 8, Brandon Arnold.
And now is Brandon Arnold, number 8. Here's a pitch, and that is inside, ball 1. He didn't get to start last game, didn't appear in last game, but he did start in the first game. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. 1's across the board.
Kings Warriors at 8, and I think Grizzlies Lake.
And that is strike 2.
Listen, we ain't gonna make a Noah Rad big man. So our time is running out either way.
Cam comes set, looks at first. Here's a pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 of Brandon Arnold. That'll be out number 2 of the inning. And that'll bring up Tanner Martinez, the catcher.
Next up to bat, number 24, Tanner Martinez.
Martinez didn't play last game as well with Arnold. And that is a ball high.
Even out for a minute, and Steven Adams, I think the earliest
Sorry for that technical difficulties. We have one out after Slade popped up in foul territory and Zeb Baird got a single up the middle to get him on first base. So it will be Jackson Bush at the plate now. Following that was a ball one and a curveball in there for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out with a runner on first base here for Jackson Bush. Here's a pitch. That is ball in the dirt. Ball 2. Here's a pitch from Parrish. That'll be a ball.
It's 2-1.
Ball 3.
I've just had too much balls.
2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah.
No, it's the bottom of the second or the top?
Bottom of the second.
And that is strike 2.
Yeah. And
So it's now
3-2
full
now.
count to Jackson Bush. Here's a pitch. That is
And
a
Bush
slider
is
away,
walked.
taken for ball 4.
Let's now bring out number 3, Noah Watkins.
Now batting for your Skyhawks, the center fielder, number 3, Noah Watkins.
Noah Watkins coming off a great game as well.
Watkins.
He went 2 for 5 with a home run, a single, with 2 RBIs, and a stolen base as well. Him and Hadley of the Rams were trading blows, so I'd like to say, as that is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Parrish looks in, gets a sign. Zeb looking around at second base. Here's the pitch. And that is called strike. That's strike 2. Here's a pitch from Parrish, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And now brings up the designated hitter, Trent Shepard.
Now for your Skyhawks, the designated hitter, number 25, Trent Shepard.
Trent steps in, breathes, looks at the pitcher. Here's the pitch. And
Strike.
that is their strike 1.
He throwing them things right now.
Trent Shepard, currently on the weekend 2 for 3, as he came in last game as a replacement for Monte Woods after he got injured. That is in there for strike 2. He has 2 singles, RBI, and a stolen base on the weekend. Here's a pitch from Parrish. And a ground ball up the middle. That will get through. And Zeb Baird is chugging it home, and the throw will be cut off. And that will plate the Skyhawks' first run, make it a tie game 1-1.
Now for your Skyhawks, the second baseman, number 21, Jason Dower.
And that will bring up Jason Dower with runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
I'm
could
shocked
see-
Zeb went and took it all the way home. I thought he was going to let the bases be loaded, but
That ball got in the outfield, and once it hit that outfield grass, slowed down a little bit, so it gave him extra time as that ball's fouled back. As you saw right before Jason stepped up, you saw Zeb giving him a little intel on the pitcher, telling him what to look for, what pitches to look for. Jason Dower went 2 for 5 last game, as much of the Skyhawks did. Here's a pitch. There's a line drive in left field, and the left fielder will be right there to make the grab. Skyhawks make it even at 1, and that will be the end of the second inning. Leading off for the Rams is James Lovera as Cam Sywert is back in action on the mound for the Skyhawks. Cam looks and gets a sign, comes set. Here's a pitch. And that is low, ball 1. Lovera is 1 for 1 currently. That is a ball in the dirt, ball 2. Oh, 2 count to Lovera. Here's a pitch from Cam. A swing and a miss. Strike 1. Two one pitch.
Ooh,
and
nice little strike there.
And they're called strike. Two count to Lovera. Here's a pitch. That is taken outside. Ball 3.
A little bit outside. Full count.
There's a ground ball, and that'll be foul ball towards the Skyhawk dugout.
Put it on the mic,
And that is taken outside for ball 4.
With a runner on first, that brings up number 27, Shane Hammonds.
Now steps up to the plate. Shane Hammonds went 0 for 5 last game. Again with Lovera on first base. Here's a pitch.
Oof,
And
dirt.
ball in the dirt. Hammond is 0 for 1 currently in this game today. Here's a pitch. That is just a bit outside. Ball 2. Ball 2. There's a line drive into left center field.
That's caught by Watkins.
And
Easy
Watkins
money.
moves out, gets under it, and makes a grab.
Easy money.
And that's out number
Now
1.
to bat, number 23, Bryant Miller.
That brings up Brant Miller.
Fouled off
That
to the
ball
right.
is fouled off. Miller currently 0 for 1 on the day. Here's a pitch from Cam. Curveball lifted into right field.
That's
Bush
caught
moving in,
by
grabs
Bush.
it, and throws to first. And
He's
Zeb makes a
safe.
good pick on it. To keep it
2 outs.
keep it from getting past to the catcher. And that'll
Now
be
at
out
bat,
number 2,
number
runner on first
13,
for
Josh Hernandez.
Joshua Hernandez. Hernandez currently 1 for 1 with an RBI today. Here's a pitch from Cam. That ball's high and outside. Good grab by Marquand to keep it from going to backstop. Here's a pitch from Cam. Ball low, ball 2. Pitching for the Rams is now number 18, number 19, is Jacob Lewis. And Sam Baker leading off as he drives that to right field. Right fielder will move one step back, and he'll make the catch. First out of the inning.
Now into bat for your Skyhawks, the left fielder, number 34, Caleb Hodger.
Jacob Lewis has 15 in the third innings, pitched with 22 strikeouts, while only allowing 12 hits. And that brings up Caleb Hodger. Here's a pitch, and that is ball low, ball 1. Currently 0 for 1 on the day. As here's a pitch, and he's swinging a drive center field. Center fielder going back on it, and will camp under it and make the out. That'll be out number 2. 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. As Parrish had
catcher number 13, Alex Marquand.
As Parrish had a short go of it in this game. Either want to save him for the conference tournament or something happened. I hope it's the first one, not the second, as that ball is taken for ball 1. As that ball's in there, strike 1. 1-1 count to Marquand. Marquand 0 for 1 as well in this game so far. Here's a pitch, and that ball is taken. Ball 2. There's a ground ball right side at second base. Can't make a play on it as it gets past him. And that will be a 2-out single from Marquand. That will bring up Slade Mink.
Skyhawks third baseman, number 8, Slade Mink.
And that will bring up Slade Mink. And pinch running for Marquand is number 23, J.R. Curley. He got himself a stolen bag last game when he was called in for bench running again, when Marquand got walked 2 times. Here's a pitch from Slade, and there's a jam job up to first base. Very easy pop up, and he catches it, make the out to end the third inning. A 1-1 tie, Skyhawks Rams. Starting off for the Rams is Emmanuel Maldonado. And Cam back on the mound doing his work. Here's a pitch. And high and in. Ball 1. Currently 0 for 0 today as he earned a walk in his first at-bat. Here's a pitch. And high and in. I would rather hit by pitch than a walk because it hit him right in the wrist, and I know he feels that pain. 2-0 to right here. Ball going outside, make it 3-0.
He gave up the game to the 2 game-winning ones.
And that's the first strike, 3-1 count to Maldonado.
Oh, is day 2 about to start? Oh, okay. Yeah, let me go ahead. Go ahead, turn. Huh? I think we have.
Here's a pitch from Cam.
41.
And that is just outside, ball 4.
Hold on.
And Maldonado will reach first base. And
We got
Marquand will
41.
have a quick meeting with Cam. And that will bring up number 10, Jennings Green.
Number 10, Jennings Green.
And Green is setting up a bunt, and he pulls back because that is ball 1. Looks like that pep talk got Cam fired up a little bit as that pitch looked with a lot more effort and flame, as like some would call it on that. Here's the pitch, and that is bunted out in front of the plate. Marquand barehands it, throws it to first. That'll be out number 1, and that'll be a sacrifice bunt as the runner gets up to second. Brandon Arnold up to bat now. Winner on second, 1 out for him. Currently 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
That re-option is going to go stupid.
They said it was looking into it, but
Here's the pitch from Cam. Another bunt, and as he misses, and that'll be a foul ball, actually.
Joey Porter.
As we are now tuning into the NFL draft.
Yeah, I'm going. You got this one.
Cam looks in. 0-1 count to Arnold. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know who you want. I would have took CJ. Me personally, I would have took CJ.
I thought they was going to take CJ.
I would have took CJ. Every Alabama quarterback, except for Jalen Hurts, has had help around him.
As Jason fakes a go into second base, and that'll be outside for ball 1. Curveball from Cam
I
Seibert.
remember who played with Mac Jones. I remember who played with Bryce Young. That's what I'm saying.
Cam has a knuckle curve, a slider, a fastball, and a changeup. Curveball very sharp. Here's the pitch, and his high fly ball. Noah Watkins moving to his left, and that'll be caught, or his right rather, my left, as he makes a catch, and that'll be out number 2.
Next up, number 24, Tanner Martinez.
Tanner Martinez comes up to the plate, number 24. 0 for 1 so far. Kame's pitch arsenal is pretty good, as more than some people have of a fastball, curveball, changeup. He has that slider effect too, and along with his fastball, a four-seamer and two-seamer, as that's in there for a strike. And along with that lefty movement that he has, and that is a big help to his arsenal.
Man, he can't do no worse than that.
His curveball breaks a good bit. Slider moves enough to be effective, as that is ball 1 low. 1-1 to Tanner. And here's the pitch, and slider just missed the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tanner Martinez at the plate, 0 for 1, trying to make it 1 for 2, as we try to make it 0 for 2. As that ball is a little bit too high for the umpire, make it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out here. Runner on second for Martinez. Cam trying to leave the inning where it is right now. And that ball is fouled off. Full count to Tanner. Cam looks back, looks in. Here's a pitch, and he would take that for ball 4. And that'll be runner first and second for the leadoff hitter, James Lovera.
Number 18, James Lovera.
Lovera 1 for 1 so far, with a walk and a single.
Who got the Snickers? You don't need that. You gonna start looking like me.
Here's a pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's funny. Who laughing? Huh? Who laughing? Huh? Who laughing? Huh? What's up?
Cam comes set. Jason fakes the second. Here's a pitch, a swing and a miss. Back pick to first base. And, ooh, umpire looked like he was going to go call him out, but he ended up calling him safe at first base. And it will remain no balls, 2 strikes to Lovera. Runner at first and second, 2 outs.
First, I thought that was saving.
Here's a pitch. A ground ball left side. Sam Baker backhands it, throws it across the diamond first, and he'll be safe at first base, and he'll make it bases loaded. 2 outs for Shane Hammonds.
Now to bat, number 27, Shane Hammonds.
Hammond's currently 0 for 2 on the day. Cam trying to squeeze out of this little jam he has right here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that ball is just a bit outside. Ball 1. This sun is shining as we are. That's a ball inside, ball 2, and the lights are turning on for under the game under the lights tonight. Here's a pitch from Cam. Fastball high and away. 3-0 to Shane Hammonds. Here's a pitch from Cam. And high and away, ball 4. And that will walk in a run, make it 2-1 Rams. And it'll keep the bases loaded here, all with 2 outs. Marquand and Cam having a visit, and Coach John Tyler will come out to the mound to have a talk with his pitcher, and he will end up taking him out the game for a pitching change. And we'll be back after the pitching change is over. Now pitching for the Skyhawks is number 24, Gene Abaret, the California native, or should I say Bay Area native, because California is pretty big. He's a switch pitcher, and he likes to pitch with whatever he feels is comfortable with in the situation, and he's going right-handed today. Here's a pitch. That is ball high, ball 1.
Are you?
And there's a line drive over Sam Baker's head into the outfield. And Caleb Padre will pick it up, throw it in, and that'll be a 2 RBI single from.
Why? Oh my God.
That'll be 2 RBI single from
Next up, number 13.
Brant Miller.
Josh Hernandez.
Hello, everyone. It's Tyreek checking in here for my last baseball game of the year. I just want to say I'm very proud of these Skyhawks out here, and it's a great night for baseball and the draft. Speaking of the draft, Tennessee Titans in the second round just take Will Levis, a man who said he was going top 5, and definitely did not go top 5 in the first round, but he did go top 5 in the second round, so I guess he did keep up on his promise.
Oh, here's Josh Hernandez. Here's the pitch, and there's a high pop-up. The first base side, Zeb's under it, calling for it in foul territory, and he makes a grab to end the inning.
Talk about Zeb right there making a catch, calm, cool, and collected, huh?
Yes, sir. And the
now
Rams will
for a brief intermission as we listen to some Little Baby, you know?
the Rams will get 3 across that inning, and it'll be a 4-1 Rams lead. Starting off for the Skyhawks is number 33, Zeb Baird.
First baseman, number 33, Zeb Baird.
Zeb Baird coming up the bat here, and I will say Zeb has a top 5 song right here on the Point University
easily.
baseball team for walk-up.
As that ball is high and inside, ball 1.
Hey, somebody tell Zeb down there, don't forget to duck, because that ball came straight for his noggin.
On the mound is Jacob Lewis again for a second inning. Here's the pitch, and in there, strike 1.
That one looked a little low to me. How do you feel about that one?
I thought it was a little low and inside, but it's not my zone, it's the umpires.
Not my call. I don't get paid to do that.
I don't either. And there's a curveball high again. Ball 2. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. My favorite has to be Jason's because that is just a good vibes, good feel walk-up song.
Mine definitely has to be Demetrius Foster's.
Cause that ball is taken outside, ball 3.
Because that ice cream paint job, they get the job done, you know? Classic vibes.
The 3-1 count to Zeb Baird here. Here's a pitch and a swing and a miss to make the count full.
I will say honorable mention goes out to Jackson Bush with his the change in the middle of the week from Pop Smoke to 21 Savage. But I will say a fan favorite is definitely Caleb Padres with the young Jeezy, you know?
And there is a ground ball in the left field. That will be a single for Zeb Baird. Back through the 5-6 hole. And that'll bring up Jackson Bush.
Next up, your Skyhawks, the right fielder, number 2, Jackson Bush.
That's why I got a block, you got to sit. Not checkers. These checks.
Not checkers, this is chess. Coming up to the plate now, Jackson Bush getting ready to get things popping.
And that ball is high, ball 1.
Jackson didn't really have to duck like Zeb did, but that one did come straight for his eyeballs, I'll tell you that much. Huh?
And here's a pitch. And there's a high pop up. First baseman coming in. And that ball will be taken by a third baseman who comes all the way in. And that'll be out, number 1. And that'll bring up Noah Watkins.
Now stepping up to the plate, your center fielder, number 3, Noah Watkins.
Fun fact about Noah's walk-up song, I will tell you this. In the song, it talks about him dapping somebody up with his left hand because he's left-handed. That's why he chose the song. That's what he told me.
That's a cool fact. And Zeb takes off for second, and he will be in there safely. Really smooth slide from Zeb Baird.
Zeb Baird, cool, calm, collected as always. This kid's awesome. Love him. I love him.
That will be ball 1 to Noah Watkins.
He's gonna be the next Zach Wilson, but taller. That's literally who he is.
He wasn't even on the ceremony today, right?
Quick question: is Zeb still leading the team in steals?
No. And there's strike 2. Zeb is actually second in steals behind Sam Baker.
You got a haircut, bro?
Here's the pitch from Lewis. And that ball is high. Ball 2. 2-1 to Noah Watkins. Here's a pitch. There's a foul ball into the net. That'll be 2-2 count to Noah. As Zeb takes off for third, that'll be fouled back into the backstop. It'll remain 2-2. 2-2 here, runner on second for Noah. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lewis looks back. Here's the pitch. There's another foul ball. And we'll go at it again, 2-2 still.
And Noah better watch out for my car. I'm going to have some problems.
Here's the pitch and curveball. Just missed outside. Make it full count.
Under over, he throws another ball right here.
I'm not a betting man.
Oh. I'm going to go under.
Here's the pitch. And as that is ball 4.
I should have went over.
You want to talk about that one, Mr. Betting Man?
Nah.
Next up for yours, Skyhawks, the designated hitter, number 25, Trent Shepard.
Let's talk about Trent Shepard real quick. Yesterday, got an appearance and hit a single before the tragic loss. And I will say this. I've watched Trent over the past couple months. Really good player.
Oh, yeah. He's a pure hitter. He's always going to find some good barrel trying to put some in the outfield. Like, you put him in any situation, he will get the job done. And yesterday, yeah, you said he came on, and he got an RBI single in his one at-bat, and that pitch is inside. It'll be 2 balls now. And then earlier today, he had a single and even a stolen base, so he has wheels, too, along with his smooth swinging right-handed swing.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Here's a pitch from Lewis, and that ball will get to the backstop. And Zeb will move up, and so will Watkins, and it'll be second and third for Trent Shepard as a now 3-0 count to him with Jason Dower on deck.
The first one that you lost against Real Madrid with Gareth's Chilena and then Cario's mistakes. Beautiful. For me, yeah. I was so happy.
What?
Here's a pitch from Lewis, and that is on the outside part of the plate. Strike 1.
Not your whole life? Okay.
And a 3-1 count now to Trent Shepard, runner on second and third. Here's a pitch from Lewis, and that'll be in the dirt, and that'll get to the backstop. Zeb is coming home, and Nova round third as Trent Shepard is awarded first base on a 5-pitch walk.
For your Skyhawks, the second baseman, number 21, Jason Tower.
And after that walk, it will bring out the Rams pitching coach. And it looks like there will be a pitching change as someone runs in from the bullpen. And we'll be back after this pitching change. Now up to the bat after the pitching change is number 21, Jason Dower. Now pitching for the Rams is number 39, James Goff. It is one out here as Jason Dower steps up with runner on first and third. Noah Watkins on third base and Jason Dower at first. Not Jason Dower, Trent Shepard at first. As he just takes that for ball one. As he picks off to first base, and he'll be back in there safely. As that ball is fouled back. It'll be strike one. One's across the board.
I know. Like, I'm turning my membership.
Fun fact about new rookie quarterback for the Titans. He does enjoy mayonnaise in his coffee.
Here's the pitch. A curveball. Sent out second base. And he boots the play.
And that is a mean error.
And that will be a run for the Skyhawks. So it will be first and second now for Sam Baker.
Skyhawks, your shortstop, number 11, Sam Baker.
When did Sam change his walk-up song last night?
Yep, he changed it after the game. He tried to change it before the game, but he came after and changed it. So today he's been rocking a new walk-up song after all year. Now it's first and second for the Skyhawks shortstop. Here's the pitch. And it'll be curveball low and outside as he pulls back his bunt, make a ball one. And there's a ball blown away, and that gets past the catcher to the backstop. Trent rounds third, and Jason does move over to second base. Second and third again for the Skyhawks.
2 overs. 2 balls, no strikes.
James Goff is a sophomore pitcher, has 8 innings pitched this year with 4 strikeouts.
You know what I think, Miguel? I think it's time to bring back trivia and fun facts.
What is your trivia and fun fact?
First trivia question for our last baseball game here at home of the Skyhawks. Let's see. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants. As that pitch is blown away, taking
all right. Yeah,
ball
good
3.
job, guys. Yeah, lay that one on. That was a test question. But here we go.
I mean, that is my favorite show. So
your favorite show? No, that's my favorite show.
Our favorite
Okay,
show.
I'll allow it this time.
And there's a line drive in left field. That gets you the 5-6 hole.
And that right there was spicy.
And that'll be an RBI single for Sam Baker. And that'll be first and third as Trent Shepard scores.
Next up for your Skyhawks.
And that brings up Caleb Podger.
Number 34, Caleb Podger.
Okay. Pause, man. Turning me up with the vibes.
Posh steps in.
Now turn me up with a base hit, buddy.
Sam gets a good lead, and there's a line drive in left
Hey,
center
look
field.
at that.
Left fielder moves to his left, grabs it, and throws it in
Good
as
tag up.
Jason Dower tags up and slides in safely at home plate to make it 5-4 contest. And that'll be a sacrifice fly from Caleb Podger. With a runner on first with 2 outs, it will be now Alex Marquand stepping up to the plate.
Next up for your Skyhawks, the catcher, number 13, Alex Marquand.
Don't get me started on food. I'm hungry. And Sam takes off to second base.
Safe.
And he'll be in there standing up. As that was a good throw, but he beat it.
Almost a roll. Not good enough, though.
Not to get out. Our base stealing leader.
Sam Baker is the base stealing leader.
Yes, sir.
I could tell. He liked to bunt a lot. He got some wheels on him.
And there'll be no balls and 1 strike to Alex Marquand here with a runner on second. There's a curveball and a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Strike. 0-2.
And Marquand takes a little bit of time to regroup himself. Here's the pitch, and there's a curveball outside, ball 1. Sam on second base. There's a ground ball up the middle. Second base backhand, throw to first. And he'll get the out to end the inning. Skyhawks now lead 5-4. And this at the end of the 4th inning. Chase Hadley leading off for the CIU Rams as Gene Aberrett is back on the mound. And showing off his switch pitcherness, he's now throwing left-handed as he threw right-handed when he first came into the game. And here's a pitch. The ground ball left side. Slade makes a grab, throws to first base, and he's safe at first base as he just beat the throw after a great play by Slade Ming to dive and catch that ball, get up and throw it. No, that brings up Emmanuel Maldonado. And here's a bunt, and he bunts it, and that'll be a foul ball. Here's a pitch, another bunt attempt, and that will be strike 2 for Maldonado. Runner staying stationary in first base after that infield single. Here's a pitch, and just missed outside. Ball 1. Gene looks at first base. Here's Logan in the pitch. A swing and a miss. And that will be strike 3. And that will be the first out of the top of the 5th inning.
Now for that, number 10, Jennings Green.
And that'll bring up number 10, Jennings Green. Gene looks at first. Here's Logan in the pitch. And a swing and a miss to first base. He grabs it, steps on first, throws to second. And Hadley will be safe at second base as he slides in before the tag gets there. It will be runner on second, 2 outs for number 8, Brandon Arnold.
Next up, number 8, Brandon Arnold.
Here's my first random fact of our last home game here at Point University. Did you know that the 100 folds in the chef's hat represent 100 ways to cook an egg?
There are 100 ways to cook an egg.
There's 100 ways to cook an egg.
I only know of like 10.
Yeah, I just got asked to list out 100 ways to cook an egg, and I'm okay. All I know is scrambled is sunny side up, and that's all I need.
Scrambled, over easy, sunny side up, boiled. And
Deviled.
Deviled, yeah, deviled.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's strike 1 for Arnold. There's a pitch. And lone outside is the back pitch to second base, and he takes off at third. And he will throw, and it will hit the runner, and he will be safe at third base. So that was a good play by Marquand, but the runner just took off as it threw back to second, so he'll be at third base now. 1-1 count. And that just missed Gene Aberrett's head as Marquand had to be very precise with his aiming. And it is now 1-1 with a runner on third to Arnold. Here's a pitch. There's a ground ball right to Gene, and it gets behind him, and Sam Baker tries to go for bare hand. Unable to get it, and that will be an RBI infield single. And that will be now a tie game, 5-5. With a run on first now for Tanner Martinez.
Another fun fact of the day, as we get rolling here, some cats are actually allergic to people. So if your cat doesn't like you, it may not be you, but it also may be you.
Where are you coming up with these, sir? As that's ball outside, ball 1. These are some cool facts.
Hey, man, I just do what I can. Educate the youth.
And Gene picks off the first base, and he will be in there safely. And another pick off first base, and he gets the runner in a pickle. And Zeb throws second base, and he will be out at second base. And what a move by Gene Navarrete to pick him off. And that will be 3 outs to end the top of the 5th inning. And now it will be middle of the 5th inning. And we'll be back after a short break. Leading off for the Skyhawks is number 8, Slade Mink. As that ball is low, ball 1. As we enter the bottom of the 5th here, the sun is starting to set and is being really bright to us right in the booth. As that is called strike 1. Here's a pitch, and that is a ball low. 2-1 count to Slade Mink. Here's a pitch, and that ball is outside, ball 3. 3-1 count to the Skyhawk third baseman. Any luck finding some more fun facts, Tyreek? As that he works a walk, and that will bring up Zeb Baird.
Now up to bat for your Skyhawks, the first baseman, number 33, Zeb Baird.
I had a bad team. Really? No, I wasn't a bad team.
You chose it,
And that ball is fouled off from Zeb Baird as he was a tad bit early on it and capped it foul. Slade on first base, nobody out here with 1 strike on Zeb Baird. And there's a pick off first base, and Slade will be back safely. Goff looks over, and here's a pitch, and that ball is high and away, ball 1. Zeb 1 for 3 last game is hitting the ball pretty good this game. Runner takes off and just misses Zeb as Slade is in there safely at second base. It will be a 2-1 count now to Zeb Baird. Now with the runner on second as Slade successfully steals that bag. His second stolen base in 2 games of the day. He is really feeling his wheels today as there's a high pitch to Zeb and he swings and misses at that one. Make it 2-2 count with a runner on second. Goff looks back at second. And here's a leg lift in the pitch, a curveball. Zeb pops it up and that will be out of play, foul ball. 2-2 count here to Zeb Baird. Slade getting laid off second. Here's a pitch. And a swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Just missed the bat of Zeb Baird. That was outside. And that brings up Jackson Bush.
Right fielder, number 2, Jackson Bush.
That's why I gotta block. You gotta take. What?
Looks back at second again. Here's a pitch. Curveball. Called strike on Jackson Bush. Goff taking long looks at Zeb before he throws. Not at Zeb, at Slade before he throws the ball. And that ball is blown outside. And good grab by Martinez behind the plate. And there's a curveball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher to keep Slade at second base. 2-1 to the right fielder.
I do have the next fun fact. As we await the next pitch, I do have the next fun fact.
Oh.
Chocolate is kind of a fruit.
Explain more after this pitch. Here's the pitch. And high and outside. Ball 3. You like to elaborate on how it is a fruit?
The cocoa powder that goes into our favorite best dark chocolate bars come from the beans or fruit of the cacao tree.
Ooh.
So there's a
and
seed.
there's a back pitch to second base.
Seeds make it a fruit.
And
huh?
it'll be there safely at second.
And that's something.
That's pretty cool.
So if somebody ever tells you stop eating all that chocolate, tell them you're eating fruit, man. Don't take it from me. Don't take it from me. Take it from scientists.
And that is a swing and a miss. Make it a full count to Jackson Bush. As he just pulled his head off to before swinging. If he keeps his head down, he can definitely use his power to find something in the gap. And here's a pitch. Ball high and outside. He will work a walk. He'll be now first and second for Noah Watkins.
Now up to bat for Skyhawks.
Find some more fun facts, why don't you?
Number
And now brings up Noah Watkins with runners on first and second, 1 out. The sun is now setting behind the trees of West Point Park. And now we'll be officially, as there's a bunt, ball in the dirt taken for ball 1, as there's officially a game under the lights for the Skyhawks.
Fun fact. A scientific study goes to show that the way you eat Oreos says something about your personality.
Would you like to elaborate on that one too?
Biters, people who just bite into the Oreo,
strike.
are easygoing, self-confident, while people who dunk their Oreos are more energetic, adventurous, and have those qualities in themselves. Twisters, people who twist off the top part of the Oreo.
And there's a curveball.
On the other hand, are
for
very sensitive
strike
and trendy.
2.
They're sensitive and trendy, Marta. So hey, look. Okay. So what? So watch how you eat Oreos around other people if you don't want them to know who you are.
Hits that into the 3-4 hole, and that will send. A coach is sending Slade Minkin to the plate, and he'll be safe at home plate. It'll be first and third for the Skyhawks, and that will extend our lead 6-5. And that will bring up Trent Shepard.
25, Trent Shepard.
Following that hit from Noah Watkins, will be running on first and third for the Skyhawks as Trent Shepard's up. There's a line drive into center field. Center fielder moving back, not camped under it. And that will be a sacrifice fly as Jackson Bush comes home to make it a 7-5 Skyhawk lead. And there will now be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Skyhawks, and that will bring up Jason Dower with a runner on first. Good contact from Trent Shepard, that goes more into my comment about him, saying he is a smooth swinger and he knows how to hit, pure hitter. As pick off to Noah, as he's safe at first base. And that ball hits Jason Dower, and he'll be awarded first base. So now it will be first and second for Sam Baker.
Back to the top of the lineup, your Skyhawks, number 11, Sam Baker.
Sam Baker steps in now. Runner takes off for third, and he gets a bunt down third base line. Now it would just go foul as Noah had that base stolen. So now that will be a redo of the situation we just had. It'll be first and second again, now with one strike, as that bunt just went foul. Sam Baker, and there's a curveball low and away. Takes for ball one. 1-1 count now. Noah on second base, trying to get a good jump to take third base. I can see him bouncing around second base, and pitcher trying to keep a watch on him. Third base is playing even with the back to watch the bunt. Is there a swing and a drive into center field? Center fielder going back and retreating, makes a catch right before the warning track. And that will be the third out of the inning. And we're leading now 7-5. And we're going into the top of the sixth. And Tanner Martinez starting off the Rams top of the sixth inning. As last time he was out, Gene picked off the last runner, so he was left at the plate, and he'll be up again right now.
As we go into our first pitch here,
Gene comes out. Here's a pitch, and then there's strike one.
Did you know that it's illegal to only own one guinea pig in Switzerland?
Because they get lonely, isn't it?
That is actually correct. It's considered animal abuse because they're social beings and
there's a
get
ground ball to
lonely.
shortstop. Sam Baker gathers, picks it up, throws to first, and Martinez will be out at first base. They're social animals.
Social animals.
That warms my heart to hear. How you have to have two.
It should be illegal to leave somebody alone in America, because I get lonely sometimes too. Yeah. Back to the game.
And now coming up is James Lovera. And there's a line drive to off of Slade's shoulder, and that'll be a infield single as he hit that really hard at him.
Yeah, he's over 40. You good, man? Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Now batting is number 27, Shane Hammonds. Here's a pitch from Gene, and that will be in there. Strike one.
The sarcasm is crazy. All right, bro. I'll see you after the game. Don't worry about it.
Rivera leads off first base. Here's the leg lift in the pitch. Ball low in the dirt. Marquand keeps in front of him to keep him at bay. Gene pitching a really good game right now. One's across the board. One on, one out, 1-1 count to Shane. The swing and a drive, just above the head of Slade Mink. And this looks like going to be a double. Jason Dower has trouble picking up the ball. Runner rounding third, going home. Throws forward, picks it up, throws a third, and he'll be out at third base. So it'll be a RBI double, but thrown out a third, so that will be an extra out on the play. So now it will be 2 outs and a 7-6 game with nobody on for the next hitter for Brant Miller. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside. Ball one.
Yeah.
There's a high drive to high drive. Sam Baker goes out over the head catch, and that will end the inning, leaving it at 7-6 going to the bottom 6. As Posh takes ball one. Here's the next pitch. And there's a swing and a line drive in right field. That will be down past the right fielder, hit off the wall. And Podge will have a stand-up double to lead off the Skyhawks bottom of the 6th inning.
And look who we have here. Big Chad, the dad, Hillsman, coming in for his first AB of the series. My boy Chad, man.
A native of Powder Springs, Georgia, went to Hillgrove High School.
Oh, wow.
For the Skyhawks, number 30, Chad Hillsman.
Big 30.
And Chad looking for his first hit of the year after having, I think is 3 at bats this year. Here's a pitch, and that curveball is low and away, taken for ball one.
They scared of Big Chad, man. I'm telling you. They're scared of him.
Chad can put a good swing on a few balls. I've seen it in a few games, especially this past summer. As they're swinging a drive from Chad.
Oh, my goodness.
To left field, and the left field will be camped under it.
We almost saw a show there, my boy. Almost saw a show there. Woo, boy. Chad, boy, you almost got me right there. I'm not going to lie to you.
I told you, Chad can put
I believe in Chad, man.
Skyhawks, number 40, Pat Medina.
Yeah, Chad can put a good swing on a few balls. I've seen him do it before, and that
definitely a true power hitter. Definitely, I will say that.
I feel like he's a more line drive gap hitter, but he shows some power.
He can show some power now. You know, me and Pat were talking this off season about being in the weight room and how to get right. So I mean, let's see if he can put it to work here.
And coming up is now Pat Medina from Palm Bay, Florida. This is senior day, and this is his senior year, as he was honored earlier today. That's a curveball, high, ball one. Pat, having known for his power against Gordon State, had 2 home runs against them. And here's the pitch, and that's another curveball, low, ball 2. And that ball is high and outside for ball 3. And looks like they are scared to pitch to Pat Medina. And it will be 3-0 to the Floridian first baseman. And curveball in there, strike 1. And Pat steps in for a 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. And that is ball 4 outside. And that will be now first and second for Justin Robinson.
Next up to bat for your Skyhawks, number 31, Justin Robinson.
Justin Robinson, the senior out of Atlanta, Georgia. Personally want to say is one of my closest friends at this university. Here's a pitch, and Justin takes that pitch on the outside part. Strike 1.
Fun fact of the day, Justin Robinson is not related to Jackie Robinson, if you were wondering.
And there's a swing and a miss from Justin. That'll be strike 2. Here's a pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be out number 2 for the Skyhawks, bottom of the 6th inning.
That is your right fielder, number 2, Jackson Bush.
And they'll bring up Jackson Bush, the outfielder. Here's the pitch. There's a high pop up in foul territory, catcher moving back. And it looks like that'll end up being out of play. And that will be strike 1 to the outfielder. Leadoff double, trying to get something across for us. Pacha leadoff double. Chad Hillsman fly out to left field. Pat Medina walk, and then a Justin Robinson strikeout to this point right now, as there's strike 2, swing and a miss from Jackson Bush. Here's the next pitch. Curveball and a ground ball to left side. Third baseman, shortstop comes in, and he botches the ball, bounces up his arm, and that'll be an error on the shortstop.
Your Skyhawks, the center fielder, number 3, Noah Watkins.
And now Noah Watkins stepping up to the plate, having a good day so far. Putting up some good competitive at-bats, getting some bases, getting some RBIs. Great day overall collectively. And Pat Medina will be taken out of the game for Slade Mink to come back into the game. And that will be the end of Pat Medina's day. So now, bases loaded for Noah Watkins. I'll take the hottest bat of the Skyhawks day, as that ball is low for ball 1. Here's a pitch from Goff. That ball is low in the dirt. Ball 2. Noah having a great day so far. And when he isn't getting on, are getting hits, he is making really, really loud contact and finding some good barrels that just line out to people in the outfield. He comes set. Here's a pitch. And on the outside corner, strike one. 2-1 count now. Here's a pitch from Goff, and that pitch is inside. 3-1. Skyhawks would take any insurance we can take right now to avoid giving up another lead. Here's a pitch from Goff, and he swings and a miss. It will be now 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th.
Another fun fact while we wait for our next pitch. Did you know that the Eiffel Tower was originally intended for Barcelona?
And how did it end up in Paris, France? Here's the pitch that everyone's stealing. Ground ball, foul ball. And we'll do the payoff pitch again.
The Spanish city thought it was too ugly, so Gustavo Eiffel pitched it to Paris instead. French critics weren't too thrilled either, but it was one of the most famous landmarks in the world today.
Yeah. The more you know.
The more you know.
Here's a pitch, and it's ground ball right side. High chopper to first base. First baseman takes it himself. Now end the Skyhawks bottom of the 6th and send us to the top of the 7th after a short break. Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. Now pitching for your Skyhawks is number 26, Greenville native Adam Barnett. He's been used in more of a closer role as anticipation now, as Josh Hernandez comes up to the plate for the Rams. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that pitch just misses for ball 1.
As we await the next pitch, another fun fact for you. The blob of toothpaste on a toothbrush has a name.
That's a swing and a miss from Hernandez.
If anybody can guess what the name is for the blob of toothpaste on a toothbrush, I got $5 for you.
I'm focused on the game, sir.
Please send all answers to our sports info guy at Deshaun Bullock. Deshaun.bullock at
there's a high pop-up right
point.edu.com.
side, and it is going on to play foul ball.
The answer
Here's
will
the
come
pitch.
right after this batter.
And that is ball 2. 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter for the Rams. So here's the fun fact from me is that Adam originally came as a pitcher, but he's played more shortstop and second base than he has pitched, as that pitch is blown away, ball 3.
Do I hear utility player of the year?
That is an award we could make up and give out.
I think that's actually an award.
Here's a pitch and a swing and a drive high. That will be a long foul ball. It will remain full. Looks in, gets a sign. Here's a pitch. There's a high pop up in foul territory. Marcon moving back. And that will be out of play. We will do it again for another payoff pitch. Adam looks in, gets a sign. Here's a payoff pitch from number 26. And just high, ball 4. And that will be a free pass for Hernandez. Now walking up is Chase Hadley.
Number 9, Chase Hadley.
Now, for everybody wondering what it could be called, it's actually called a nurdle. So when you put toothpaste on your toothbrush, it's called a nurdle.
There's no way that's true. It's true for real. A nurdle?
So whenever you see somebody not brushing their teeth, tell them, hey, go put some nurdle on there. Go put a nurdle on that thing.
Steps up Hadley. Here's a pitch from Adam and a foul ball to the CIU dugout. Hadley been swinging the hot bat for the Rams, as Noah's been swinging the hot bat for the Skyhawks, both with a home run each. And now, as there's no outs, he's up with one person on first base with one strike on him now. Here's a pitch from Adam. There's a ball high, 1-1 count. Adam looks at first base, comes set, comes to a pause. Here's a pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 2 of Hadley.
Another fun fact. Canadians say sorry so much that a law has been passed in 2009 declaring that an apology cannot be used as admission of guilt. Isn't that crazy? What are you doing every day to say that sorry that many times?
Here's a high pitch for ball 2, 2-2 to the third baseman for the Rams.
I would never want to go to Canada.
Canada seems like a fun place.
Saying sorry that much, and you
Here's a
can't.
pitch from Adam, and that ball is strike 3
Woo!
on the outside corner. And that will be the first out for the Skyhawks here in the top of the 7th inning.
First strikeout for Adam this year, isn't it? No, he pitched in other games.
This is his second or third appearance this year.
Okay. I haven't been to all the games. It's disappointing, but yeah.
And now stepping up is Emmanuel Maldonado. Adam comes set, and here's a pitch. And there's a high fly ball in the left field. Podge is moving over, and that will be a foul ball. Just a bit too far for him to grab. First one out, one strike here to Maldonado. And here's the pitch from Barnett, and that is just off the plate for ball 1. One's across the board.
Ring them up.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first, down by 1 for the Rams. Got him come set. Here's a pitch. And called strike on the outside part of the plate. Make it 1-2 for the closing pitcher.
Over under, he swings right here. I'm going under.
I'm calling it looking.
I'm not going to place any bets this year.
And 2-2 for Maldonado, the first baseman for the Rams. As he comes set, here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss to strike him out. That will be the second out of the inning. And it brings the Rams hope to come and
Next up for the Rams,
sweep the Skyhawks. Is coming to a bleak look as number 10 steps up to the plate. Jennings Green, who's now in his fourth at-bat here.
Let's wait for the next pitch. Coming soon. Did you know that Daniel Radcliffe, the man, the myth, the legend, who is Harry Potter himself,
Has that pitch in there for a strike.
was actually allergic to his own Harry Potter glasses?
How can you be allergic to glasses?
I don't know. It says he had an allergic reaction to the nickel that was in the glasses, and they were replaced by hypoallergenic specs.
And here's a pitch from Barnett. There's a line drive to Sam Baker as he tees on backhand, throws a second, and that'll be a force out to end the game. And the Skyhawks win 7-6, and they will not be swept by the Rams. They will take the last game to make it a 2-1 series win for the Rams.
Any last remarks, words, or thoughts?
Wish our Skyhawks luck next week as we go into conference play. And I want to say thank you to our viewers out there for